Okay, so for today's Sloppy Joe vegan slash vegetarian sandwich, I've chopped up some zucchini, and I've also chopped up some of the oyster mushrooms, and then we'll also add the bell peppers, red, yellow, and green, sauteing in olive oil. Now the oyster mushrooms, they cook up like a chicken tendency or chicken consistency, I should say. So if you watch yesterday's video, you'll see that I made the oyster mushroom chicken style sandwich with the same oyster mushrooms. This day I decided to chop them up along with the zucchini and the bell peppers, and we're going to be making the sandwich style Sloppy Joe sandwich. And go ahead and season to taste. I'm seasoning with seasoning salt, and I'll also be using some of the black pepper seasoning. So also added some Slap Your Mama seasoning, seasoned pepper, seasoned salt. Okay, so you get that all stirred together, and then go ahead and pour in your Sloppy Joe sandwich sauce. I believe the recipe on the container calls for a pound of ground beef, so you should probably use about 16 ounces of your chopped vegetables. I didn't put the whole container in because I'm not using 16 ounces of vegetables here. So go ahead and let that simmer. To a nice saucy consistency. So I'm going to add in more vegetables just to soak up some of the sauce, because I don't want the Sloppy Joe to be too loose on the sandwich. Okay, so I went ahead and chopped up some more of the oyster mushrooms and the zucchini. Go ahead and stir those in. And if you need to, you can add more of the sandwich Sloppy Joe sauce, just to have the consistency that you want. So the oyster mushrooms will cook up like a ground turkey or a ground chicken. So give you that consistency of a ground beef or ground chicken, ground turkey feel when you're eating your sandwich. Okay, so it's thickening up. So if your consistency is too watery or runny, add more vegetables. But on the initial, you can always just add a little of the sandwich sauce slowly to have the consistency that you want. But don't use the whole entire can if you don't have 16 ounces of your vegetables. Alright, so it's looking pretty good. Just let that go ahead and simmer. Okay, so after you've sauteed and simmered your Sloppy Joe mix, so you wanted to go ahead and come to a slow little boil, because you want to cook down the zucchini. You don't want to have a crunchy sandwich per se. All right, so this is ready. So while that was simmering and sauteing, I went ahead and dressed up the bread with iceberg lettuce, shredded cheese, sliced tomatoes, sliced avocados that are seasoned with the seasoned pepper. We're going to go ahead and put that on our bread. Okay, so here it is all breaded up, and this is our vegetarian slash vegan sloppy joe sandwich made with all vegetables, and I'm using the Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free 100% whole grain bread, heritage style. So it's dairy, soy, and nut free. So there's no flour in this bread, no dairy, no soy, and no nuts. So if you have food allergies, you may want to consider switching over to something that's not going to irritate your body. And so that's what I'm doing, trying to eat healthy. And so again, this sloppy joe sandwich was made with the oyster mushrooms, zucchini. All I did was use a food processor, chopped it up, and as you can see, it made a lot. So for the leftover, you can use this for like a topping for spaghetti, pasta, you know, just pour it over some pasta, pour it over some rice, or like I like to do, I like to use it for tacos. There's a lot left over. If you don't use it all in a couple of days, you can put it in a freezer bag and freeze it. So if you like this little lunch vegetarian vegan sloppy joe sandwich idea of mine, please click like, comment, try it, tell me how you like it. Thank you. Thanks for watching.